What's going on, guys? Synergy here, and welcome to an Ark Survival Ascended Ragnarok video. It's gonna be the start of hopefully a mini-series on our server here. So hopefully there'll be some other people kicking around the server. I want to sort of decide where to go. I've sort of got a rough idea where I want to build. Obviously this is a fan favourite map from Evolved, so there is some new stuff that I've sort of noticed. I had a quick fly around on single player just to unlock the map and stuff like that. So you can see there's like a last death icon there. But I think to begin with we're just going to go somewhere over in the Viking Bay. Because where I want to build is sort of like over here somewhere. Pretty sure. But yeah, this map is great. If you've not played it, it is free on Ascended, so I definitely recommend you check it out. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this little series. So during this series there's going to be lots of different things, and obviously the main goal is to fight all the bosses and check out all of the new stuff. So hopefully we're safe here for a minute. We're not going to get munched by a raptor or anything. But as you can see, we just had something pop up on the left. I have actually got the Lost Colony expansion pass, so that gives us new stuff to sort of mess around with. One of them being this new tab here, which is a skill tree, and it has all sorts of cool stuff going on in here. So like spectral mount sounded quite cool. And there's lots of like little stuff in here that's probably going to be quite helpful. Maybe it might not make much of a difference, but stuff like this is obviously going to help. And yeah, we're just going to get into it and see what happens. We have got slightly boosted stats and things on this server, so it's not going to be, you know, official. So if you're playing along on official, you know, your rates and drops and stuff like that, taming speeds will probably be a little bit different. We have also got a couple mods on the server. Some of them are a little bit cheesy. We haven't got many, but like we've got auto engrams. So the first thing I always do is wait, so that just automatically unlocks the engrams as we level. And as you can see, we've got Dino Depot, so we get all the cool little dino balls and stuff like that instead of the cryopods, because they're just way better to use. We also have a QOL Plus mod, which just allows us to do sort of like item pulling and stuff like that, and that makes just crafting things and stuff just a lot smoother and just a nicer process all around. I did actually see in the skill tree they have telekinesis, which lets you access inventories within 30 meters. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I still think the pulling mod and stuff like that is going to be good, and probably a lot better, to be honest. But we'll probably check it out eventually. I don't know if you can complete the whole skill tree, or whether it's just you know, like you max out at a certain amount and you've sort of got to choose what you want to prioritize. But we'll see as this journey of ours gets underway here. And I must say, the map is looking very nice, and it seems to be running quite nice as well, which is a good sign. And I haven't, normally I'll go through and I'll turn all like the fog off and the clouds and stuff like that. But with this map, they actually did an update so that with fog on, we can actually see underwater, which is crazy, because if you played Ark before this update, you'll know that if you had the fog on and you went into the water, you would not see anything. You couldn't even see your hand in front of you. It was really, really bad. So that's nice that we can have that on, because it makes just the ambience of the world look nicer. And also, if you've played this before the update, you will probably have noticed that the clouds are fixed. They're not flickering, they don't look shit, and yeah, I think they've done a really good job of that. And it's the little things, you know, it actually makes the world look better. It's like a lot more polished. So I'm really excited to check everything out without having to turn everything off and make it look terrible. So here's to hoping. But we're just gonna do the usual beginner stuff here. We're gonna get some tools, get some food, and yeah, work on getting ourselves some dinosaur pets. So as you can see, like, our weight stat goes up by 50. So some stats will increase by quite a bit. Some are pretty much default official, and some are just slightly higher. But that just makes it nicer for everyone playing on the server. We get a couple tools as well with this QOL mod. I'm sure I'll talk about it a bit more when we're actually using that sort of stuff. But you can do some really cool things. So like this, you can pick up structures and stuff a lot quicker. So I'm excited to show that off a little bit. It is definitely a must-have on playthroughs for us, and that is a Rex already, so we do not want to, we don't really want to mess with a Rex day one. Probably gonna kick our ass if we do, so we're just gonna sort of leave just so we don't get our tits munched here. Oh, we got our first milestone. We've walked. We've travelled meters, guys. Okay. So we're just gonna get all our basic sort of tools. We'll probably need some more flint, for some more spears, and a campfire, and all that good stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments as well if any of you watching are actually playing this map or plan to play this map, and your thoughts on it, really, because this is a fan favourite map from Evolved, and I do believe it will end up being a fan favourite from Ascended. There might be a map that comes out in the future that's better. Oh, why are compies munching my tits? So I guess this is our first source of food, and our first kill is going to be compies. And that's a level 300, so a max level one. Feels sad. But if you couldn't tell by the 300 compy that's trying to eat me right now, we do have our difficulty set to 10, which is the highest. And that just allows our highest wild dino level to be 300, unless of course we're talking about tech things, and then I think they can get a little bit higher than that. I'm not sure what they actually cap out at, but someone can probably tell me. But yeah, so that just makes things a bit nicer, so we get big strong dinos and stuff. And the colour on this one's really nice, actually. It feels sad to kill it and eat it, but I'm sure my belly will be happy for it, because our food is already dropping. So we're actually gonna, oh, I did it in oxygen, that's sad. I was gonna say we're actually gonna start pumping a little bit into food and water. That auto engram mod is so nice, because you just get everything unlocked. You don't have to worry about it. It's just, it's the way forward. It's a game changer. And I know some people will say, oh well, it makes the game too easy, but honestly, it is really worth it. And am I blind? Can I not see a campfire? Okay, I am blind. I just don't have the stuff for it. So we're gonna work on getting a campfire, getting some basic stuff sort of set out. Now in the future with these sort of episodes, I'm not going to be showing me hitting 1,000 rocks to build a big base or anything like that. Obviously watching somebody grind resources is not going to be very fun. So I'll just try and include, you know, like the funny moments or like taming new stuff, and we'll just sort of see how it goes. But for this first episode, I'm just sort of going to take you with me for the most part, and we'll just sort of see what we run into here. Oh my god, is that a baby Rex? Okay, I think I need to eat. We might have to try and kill that adult. If that is a baby over there, then that is going to be some serious, like that is a baby. Trouble is, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill a Rex with a spear. Oh, I hate these bastards. These are honestly the worst. These and Microraptors, Palovias, all of them, horrible. Oh, there's another one already. There's another one. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not living here. Not even at the start, because these guys... Give me my berries back. Hey. Trying to get tamed from it. I don't want to tame one of these. Shit. Hey, he just took my hide. Come here, you little... Jesus. Early game Ark. I can't kill anything. So, the other thing we have on the server is... we actually have the Dino Finder. And what this allows you to do, if you're not familiar, is you can set whatever level, like min and max. So obviously our max level is 300, so we have to adjust that. And basically, if I scroll down this list, this will show every single dino creature that is on the map. And say we want an Anki. We can just hit this button and it will show every single Anki on the map, where it is, and you can click it and boom, the Anki's over there. So obviously I get why some people wouldn't like this mod, but it is a fantastic mod and it is super helpful. We need to take all of this immediately because I can hear the T-Rex coming, and you've been munched. Where is the T-Rex? I heard it. I did hear it. Oh, it's down there. Okay. So that actually works out in our favour, because it means we can go this way. Up there where the castle swamp area is probably where I'm going to set up my main sort of base for the series. Used to build there on Evolved, and it was a pretty nice spot right next to some beaver dams, right next to a ton of metal, and obviously meat runs and stuff are not a problem because it's a nice little canyon type thing, little plateau I guess, where lots of stuff spawns, so meat runs and stuff like that. Basically everything you need is right by you, not too far from the ocean either. And I do want to get into the ocean a little bit, and a rip. But yeah, I do want to get into the ocean a little bit, especially with the donkeys and stuff like that. It's really good for stone and metal and just general farming. And could this moss chops be our first tame? Oh my god, it needs a Tinto berry. So our taming speeds are quite fast, so Yeah, that is lovely. We have our first ever tame. And what better than a first tame than a moss chops? Like, honestly, what can't this thing do? What level do we have to be? I need to get him to stop following me. 45. Well, I think we're a little bit away from opening that just yet, so I guess we'll continue on with our travels. And before we get too far, we have to go ahead. If I can remember how to do it, there we go. We have to give him his name. This is Pork Chop the first, and hopefully the last. Hopefully he doesn't die. We'll try our best to keep him alive, and we're definitely not going to tame that Pegomastic because they're kind of bad. But we have got the birthday event on at the minute. Again, that is a fairly, that's a 290 parasaur, that would be nice. It's fairly new as part of the celebrations of 10 years with Ark. And basically we can kill these dodos, and they have like little party hats, and they'll say party dodo. And yes, I'm silly because I didn't get that other bag down there, but they'll basically drop a bag when they die, and inside the bag you can get candies, which will, in this case, it's improving movement speed, but you get different variations, and it will also change the colour of your tame for, I think, 24 hours. So they're quite nice to get and stock up for, especially if you're going on a long journey. You can get some movement speed ones. They do come in different rarities, like primitive all the way up to ascended, I believe. And then we also get cake slices. So these are going to be sort of currency for certain things. So for example, on the cosmetics, you've got all different types of skins, as we well know. The birthday suit skin has returned to Ark, and you can use these cake slices to craft them skins in the smithy. So if you didn't know that, you know now. That has got to be one of the coolest looking moss chops I have ever seen. We're gonna have to have a quick look. What do you take? And it's a level 300. Raw prime fish meat. Oh, I wish I had some of that. Okay, that is not nice. Okay, yeah, we're leaving. So I think, to begin with, in Ark, what I normally do is sort of like my go-to is I level until 16, I make a raft, I build a raft base, live on the raft base, get established, get a couple dinosaurs going, and then prep for a main base. And I think, honestly, this is not going to be much different to that. Oh, we found our first trilobite. Come to say hello. So these are really good early game. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is enough for an RG saddle already. Holy. Normally, getting chitting at the start, or kiting, however you want to say it, is quite a pain in the ass. And I'm not actually sure, because these have harvesting levels. No, it doesn't seen... Oh, I just put a point into sap. That was a rip. We didn't seem to have one for chitin, so... strange as to why we got so much. We didn't get anything too rare, like black pearls or anything. But there is another one here, so we're gonna munch this as well. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of oil. A silica pearl, that's gonna help. Oh, no, he's coming. So the vulture just... that was our first death. The vulture has killed us off our mount. So that is lovely stuff. I guess we'll just respawn here. And go and get our stuff back. I didn't think they attacked you. I guess it's because I ate the corpse, right? I'm guessing. And can I... we'll get rid of that Pegomastics because we don't really need that. Oh my god, this is the new thing. Oh my god. Please don't attack me. I don't know how you tame these guys. But this is basically the new fantastic tame. Do you have to crouch? Oh, that looks cool. And it's basically like a shoulder pet, carrying pet type tame. And in the trailer it had like a flamethrower and stuff like that. And there's all like different versions. Oh, that's not what we want to see right there. So we're gonna run and hopefully he doesn't see me. And try and get our stuff back. Okay. So this first episode is going to be obviously a little bit slow progress wise, and over time as we get a bit more set up we should sort of explode and boom hopefully into the tech era. That would be really cool. I do definitely want to check out all of the new stuff that's added. Speaking of, we actually have 0 skill points. Okay. So we have this milestone tab, which is quite cool. Hold E to unlock. Okay. Okay, so we have to figure out how all this stuff works, but first we need our stuff. There he is. Alright, so we got our stuff back. That's a win. Also gonna just put you on passive. I don't know if he actually killed the vulture or not. Don't think he did. Do you know what? We're gonna take that. Parasols aren't scary. I regret fighting that. I regret everything because he's just gonna steal my stuff. No. Stop it. I don't know if I do that, if he'll take him and then start taming. But I don't think we have a means of actually killing this guy, really. I don't know if bowlers work on him. Oh, it does. Oh, it does if you can hit them with the bowler. Yeah, there you go. Oh, this is a 290 as well. Holy. Oh. Okay, so the vulture is still there. Turns out I did not learn my lesson. Okay. Do you fly now? I mean, it looks very cool. I'm not gonna touch it because it will kill me. But it's very cool looking manta there. Oh no. Defend yourself. Oh, that's an idea. Come here. Let me... Oh my god. So, Pork Chop nearly died. Okay, force feeding him does not heal him either. That is quite sad. Okay, we get a little bit extra wood, but we actually have a nice raft being made. That is going to be our first little base. I do really like doing raft bases first. They are really good for like getting about the map, exploring a little bit, and just sort of getting on your feet. You don't have to just get bogged down to one starting area, which is nice. All of these party dodos and they're high level. God damn. But we want to make sure that we kill all of these because, or enough of these to get the cakes. So you see that is a 20% affinity boost for taming. That's going to be very, very nice. So if you can't figure out what that does just by me reading it, you basically put it in a dino, like a passive tame or a knockout tame. If it's a passive tame, you just feed it to it. If it's a knockout tame, you knock it out, you put it in the inventory, and you force feed it by pressing E on the keyboard. And that will basically just add 20% progress to your thing, or in this case 10%, because I've just got another one. Okay, so we have got some building blocks underway here. Just got a few little things just to get us sort of started. We do need to cook up some more food though, so let's get that going real quick. And we're going to need to move Sir Pork Chop off the raft. He can sort of guard the campfire for a minute. So how I normally would set up my raft bases, we might do it slightly different, but the main consensus is going to be the same. So the first thing, the most important thing I should say, is the first foundation piece. So you want to get that as far in the corner as you possibly can, just to sort of maximize your space. And that's going to allow you to do 3 foundations thick, so we can make a nice 3x3. I like to sort of keep one free just so it's easier to drive the raft, otherwise you can't really like access it. What I'm also doing on this one is we're going to put 3 ceilings coming out the back, and then off of that we will have a ramp or some stairs. I'm not really sure what's going to look better, but we'll go for just a normal ramp for now. We might even need to make another one to get dinos on and off and stuff like that. But I want to have sort of like a mini balcony at this back part, where we're sort of going to have as our entranceway. So I want a nice double door here. I think that'll look nice. And then maybe a window either side of it would look good. We're probably going to put a window here, and probably here and here as well. The rest are going to just be walls. Oh, I am glitching. So this is basically just the basic raft setup. It seems to work quite well. Oh, that's a Rex. I did not see him. Okay. I don't know, is he chasing me? He is definitely chasing me. Time to make a speedy exit. Okay, I think he's left us. Okay, yeah, he's definitely coming. And that is why you have a portable base. You can flee. Yes, we love running in Ark, especially early game. When we get a bit more set up, there probably won't be too much that scares us. But I'm just trying to avoid all the dinos that are trying to steal our stuff, and the dinos that are trying to munch our tits. But we'll go over here for now, I guess. We'll just make sure that we're not going to run into anything too bad in the water. That is the biggest concern on a raft base. It's not so much flyers or land dinos, it's more the big whales. And if I'm not mistaken, hold up, I just saw, probably a bad idea, just jumping in. Yeah, so these boxes, I'm pretty sure if you mine them, you might get some tools and stuff. Yeah, there you go. We've got a metal hatchet. But yeah, so what do we actually get here? So we got. So it's not bad. We got 2 crossbows, a bow and arrow, some arrows, and some spears, and 2 metal hatchets. So the metal hatchets are gonna come in real big handiness. I'm not too sure how I want this to be sort of designed. I do want a little bit of a porch back here, so maybe we do just fully go like that. This bit is probably going to be my storage, so there's no point really having a window there. We can have a nice double window there, window in the middle, double window, window in the middle. Oh. And rafts are still incredibly glitchy. I really do hope they fix them, but I think it's going to be a sort of pipe dream at this point to expect them to fix it. So it looks like we're going to be 1 wall short here, which is a bit typical. I'm going to put snapping on, I guess. And there you go, that is the start of our storage. So do you know what, you can keep that for now. It's basically, say I want to make a bed. So you can see I don't have that stuff on me, but I can hit this little button here, and that's pulled all the stuff that I need into my inventory from various storage boxes, dinos, stuff like that. Okay, that's good. So I like them up out of the way and just hanging off the edge a little bit like that, and that just makes life a little bit easier. We may end up dying here, but that's okay. We only really need to find sort of one metal node for now. We don't need too much. We just want to be able to get a smithy going and stuff like that. So hopefully nothing too dangerous in this forest. I mean, there's already a raptor, which is going to be bad news, so we're going to have to avoid that. Trouble is, that is sort of where we want to be. So there's a metal rock right here, and I think we're pretty good, so we'll harvest that up. We'll take what we've got. We won't be too greedy, and we'll try and get back to our house alive, which shouldn't be too difficult actually, because we seem to be alright. There is a Carno over there, so it's good to know. Don't you nick my stuff, you. We're just going to swim, and hopefully he's not going to chase us, right? Oh, look at that raptor. That raptor was coming for us. Yeah, you thought about it, but I guess we're not on the menu today. Which is very good news for me. Not so much him, but he's going to have to go hungry. So that's going to be more than enough to do what we need to do, hopefully. We can just put some of this charcoal and stuff away. Oh, the raptor has actually come to try and munch us, so let's just leave so that he can't do that. So yes. So on this new smithy stuff, I think it looks slightly different. It says that it has a slightly better crafting speed, so that will make life nicer for us. But the good thing about the pool mod as well is, I don't know if we've actually unlocked metal tools yet. We have indeed. So on here, if we want a metal pick, for example, obviously we've got nothing in our smithy. We can click this side pull button, and then that would pull the resources, but we're missing hide again. Right, so we killed a baby. And with the babies, they should give us prime. Yeah, he didn't really give us a lot though, did he? Okay, so we've got enough hide to actually make some tools now. I think we're gonna make some tools, and then we'll probably start focusing on the base a little bit more. And what I'll probably do between episodes off camera and stuff is I'll probably change the whole boat to being stone, just so it's a little bit stronger, because we don't want to lose all this progress just by like a whale one-shotting it. With stone, at least can take one. So yeah, we'll get that sort of set up, but first things first, we need to put that in there, and we need to get our pick. So I can't pull it out of my inventory apparently, but that's fine. So we'll get the pick made. That just needs some wood and metal, so we can fix that pretty easily. There is a way you can pull certain items out. For example, if I want some thatch in here, for example, I can go, I'll take everything out of pork chops and pull, and then that should put the thatch in here. And for now we will just place them here like that. Why has that done that? There we go. So in here we can start making our lovely narcotics. So that's going to do it for episode 1. We made some good progress here with our starter base. This episode is going to be a little bit longer than most episodes. I'll try and keep them around the half-an-hour mark. But I wanted the first episode just to include as much as I could of getting to this point. Like, it's not much, but it's a nice little starter base to keep us going. Off camera I will do some grinding of materials and some prep work so we can do more fun stuff in like episode 2, so like taming and stuff like that, and obviously like upgrading the base, moving to a main base and stuff like that in future episodes. But if you did like the video, leave a like rating, drop a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.